This is the new Weight Watchers, built for real life and real results, no matter what mode you're in. Maddie went all in for her big day and lost 33 pounds. Emily lost 85 pounds and hit her goal while still living her life.
Weight Watchers gave me the tools and I feel amazing.
Join the millions of members and lose weight with the #1 doctor-recommended weight loss program. Lose more at WeightWatchers.com.
At 6 months, participants in a clinical trial of Weight Watchers program lost an average of 12 pounds.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Philly Joe and Vicki on a Thursday morning.
I am going to tell you right now, we have a Motley Crue song coming up sometime this morning on the show, and we will guarantee award that pair of Rockin' Thunder tickets.
Yeah.
It could happen at any time during the day, but I'm going to guarantee it this morning if that's okay.
That's a Joe Aiello guarantee. He's a man of his word.
Yeah, gold seal. When you hear the song, make sure you text in the word thunder along with your full name, and that'll get you in the draw.
Watch me accidentally delete the song because we're tight on time or something and totally destroy Joe's reputation as a man of his word.
Quote, accidental. Gonna soar my career.
Yeah, he's been meaning to take you down a peg for years.
That'll be a chapter in his book, The Day Aubrey Sewered My Reputation.
That's it. Wow.
So did we determine, Vicki, I saw you walk down the hall. You said that you heard a rumor that it was going to be a nice sunrise.
Well, when I was coming in, it was just starting, and there was kind of a pinky orange hue to it. It was very nice, and then we don't have windows in here, so we didn't really capture the full thing. And then I go outside, and it's just a gray sky, so we missed the peak of it. But with the pink in the sky, isn't that like the old tale from the sea, the sailor's warning?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea.
Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailor's warning.
Yes.
So is there rain in the forecast, Jeff?
Yeah. 60% chance of that happening throughout the city or different parts. Risk of a thunderstorm. Going to be another windy one today, but a high of 24.
Can't fight the sailors. They know their stuff.
Chance of showers tomorrow, too.
That's their job. They got to know what's happening weather-wise.
Exactly.
I've seen the movie A Perfect Storm with Mark Wahlberg and George Clooney.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they were sailors of some sort, right?
I thought that movie should have, spoiler alert. Who hasn't seen it? But I thought you haven't seen that movie?
No, but I won't, so spoil away.
Come on, why not? I thought it could have been a better ending. I don't know why it had to be so sad.
What's the plot of it? They're just like sailing and get caught in a storm?
They're fishermen.
Oh, okay.
And they're out because there's a lot of pressure from above. They got to get their catch, and they're not Clooney. Clooney's a hardened lifetime. He's used to doing well, lifetime fisherman. And the guy, the boss, is like, you haven't been getting your normal haul lately. So
man, even the fishermen have to deal with these things.
You're darn right.
They couldn't even get Old Spice as a placement sponsor.
So Mark Wahlberg, who wants to go with Clooney, his girl is like, don't go on this one. Don't go. You were just out on the sea for how long? I haven't seen you. We got to get married.
Yeah.
And his wife or his girl in the movie is someone famous. I'll figure it out.
I'll look it up.
Thank you. And then, of course, he goes, and they run into a big storm.
Diane Lane?
Yes.
Oh, I love her.
Lane.
Yeah. Imagine if he didn't go. Movie. Done.
Yeah.
15 minutes. Wahlberg decides to stay home with Diane Lane. No movie.
Not much happened.
Done.
No plot.
It's
Just
a short.
them antiquing. Yeah.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Got something to say?
Okay, I'll say it.
Well, you should probably call the Bone phone and let her rip.
It actually feels nice to finally say it out loud.
780-BONE.
Yeah, this is for Thankful Thursday, if it's still a thing. I just want to give one big shout-out to, all the paramedics, the firefighters, the police officers in the city, because they do, such a crazy job. And I live right in the West End off of Portage Avenue. I hear these guys going, by my, down Portage Avenue all the time, at least once every half an hour. I kid you not. I just want to give a big shout-out again to, all the first responders out there. So thank you.
You certainly can. I know lots listen to the program. I'll throw one more profession in there because it's National Nursing Week. All those nurses out there, they work hard.
Mm-hmm. And we had Wade Miller on Tuesday, and he let us know that the Bombers have a brand new honor program that if you want to donate your tickets to one or some of the games that you can't make this year, you'll get a tax receipt, and those tickets become available for all those wonderful people that were just mentioned.
That's a great idea.
Such a good idea, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough positivity on the bone phone.
Another bone from me in traffic. People, when you got a red light and a flashing green arrow, you're making a left turn or right turn with the flashing green arrow. You don't have to stop on a dime when the arrow disappears, and eventually it'll go to a green light. Even though the arrow disappears, you can still keep turning. You can probably get 3 or 4 vehicles through in that time frame when the arrow disappears to when actually you get a green light for the other guys to come through. Jesus, what a bunch of donkeys.
I feel like that guy, he's a regular.
Yeah.
We don't have a name for him as far as I know, but he uses the term donkey.
Yeah,
in almost every call.
Maybe we can call him the donkey wrangler.
Sure.
It's not
He's
bad.
just trying to wrangle the donkeys.
Let us know, caller, if donkey wrangler.
It's a long one.
Can't fit that on a jersey.
No.
Moving along here. Bobo with a question from a car wash.
Hey, it's Bobo. I have a question for City Nation. I was going through the automatic car wash on Keniston the other day, and at the very end, there's some high-velocity air blowers to dry your car. The guy in front of me, assuming it's the guy, put on his brakes to try and get a better dry, I guess. But he's on a conveyor belt. He's still moving. Is that unusual? And if he was able to stop, would I get charged with a rear-end collision?
I guess he's used to the old system where you do have to monitor the way your car goes through and isn't used to the new conveyor belt. I just went on my first conveyor belt one the other day.
Had it in neutral and let it run
and
through.
let it ride. Yeah.
Says right there on all the signs, put your vehicle in neutral.
Yeah.
Do not touch your damn brakes. It's like it's like rule 2. Neutral, don't touch your brakes.
It's
Old
like
habits.
He
right?
should, that person, being maybe a guy, should lift his feet like I do when the vacuum's coming by. You know what I mean? So you're not touching the brake or the gas pedal.
That's right. That's right.
It's a good way to work your calves in while you're going through the car wash.
I kind of like it because I always had trouble when you're kind of in charge of moving forward. I could never really get the perfect dry. Like I never knew exactly how long to stay in each position.
Haven't you ever felt like your wipers are going to fly off the vehicle
always.
too with that pressure?
Yeah, please don't.
Bobo brings up a good point, though. Would he be charged with the rear-end collision?
Ooh.
Like as if it was in traffic?
Well, the guy is not following the directions of the car wash, so I don't think he would be at fault. Hard to say.
Hard to say because in traffic, I think you could be still liable, right? We'll get an MPI person.
I'm almost positive I was told this years ago, anything in a parking lot which would, incorporate, that would encompass a business
like 50,
as well.
50.
It's all 50-50.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't matter if the other person ran a stop sign in a parking lot. I'm pretty sure that they're all 50-50. You're right, though, Joe. Someone will clarify that for us.
I believe you're right, though.
Okay, now to a complaint about TSN's coverage, and you can throw Sportsnet into this as well, I guess, of the Craig Berube firing.
I can listen in the background to TSN. Just please listen. We've got 45 minutes of an hour broadcast discussing the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I get the coach gets fired, but come on, man. Like, I don't get it. Please help me understand why 45 minutes of a 1 hour broadcast is just talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm done with it.
Well,
it's interesting to me because TSN has no hockey coverage in the playoffs. They just have their panel on different times. So they were probably salivating when Berube got fired. We could fill 45 minutes of this hour.
Yeah.
And I got news for you. They won't be done today.
No.
This is going to be ongoing right up until the draft.
Until he gets another job.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's wrap with more conversation about steak, the cost of steak, because we like talking about steak on this show.
Freshco, Counters, Steaks, best price in town for that ribeye or T-bone. And then if they're not on sale and they're getting old and they've been sitting there, they put that $4 off sticker or that half price off sticker, and then Andrew comes and takes the steak, and everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm. That $4 sticker or whatever, those stickers giving you the discounts, they're nice. Yeah.
Sure.
Do you ever wonder, though, when you're getting discount food, like how long, like how long's it been sitting here?
Well, there's usually a date on it, right?
Yeah.
Like a best before or a prepared on.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Do you go to a separate place sometimes for your groceries? You know what I mean? Like some people will buy their meat and such at one location and buy other items at another to save
I'll do that
money.
sometimes with the big boxes of frozen chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean there are places. Look, there's if you're maybe you want to get some meat that you get a better selection.
Yeah,
better selection, and you get to know the butcher, for example. And
Sure.
You can chat it up with the butcher.
Listen, your boys, I talked to them yesterday. They're looking for some Kansas City T-bones this long weekend.
They love.
The new Wegovy pill is now available through Weight Watchers. Powerful GLP-1 results in a simple pill at the lowest price available. And with Weight Watchers, you can get doctor support and personalized nutrition programs. See if you qualify at weightwatchers.com. Ad not reviewed or approved by Novo Nordisk.
Steak all of a sudden, yeah.
The Philly, Joe, and Vicki podcast.
Boston Pizza text line 762-555 on the topic of what if somebody hits me in a car wash from the Bone Phone. This comes in from Doug. I don't work in claims, but I produced claims. By the way, we call them incidents. So I do know a little bit about it. Two things. You were in an automated car wash, so you are not on a roadway, therefore not under the Highway Traffic Act. And two, you are not, quote, driving. You've relinquished control of your vehicle to the car wash company, so you should not have any liability. The only caveat, more use of the word caveat.
Sure.
I do enjoy that word. The only caveat here is that they may have a liability statement stating they are not responsible for any damages to your vehicle, and you are assuming all risk.
I'm assuming they all have that.
Oh, for sure.
Businesses.
But it's funny because the person behind has relinquished control of their vehicle, but the person in front has reclaimed use of their vehicle. So you'd think they would be found at fault, but
You could be
I guess
right.
It's all, some
Your
of these rules are
logic-
trickier than others.
Your logic could make sense there, according to Doug, because you're right. As soon as you hit your brake, you've taken control of your vehicle
Yeah.
again.
But the call was basically like there's no need to brake. You're being towed. Like
Yeah.
they have these systems where you're being pulled along by the car wash, or you're on a conveyor belt, or whatever. And like I still look behind me, even though it's a very carefully. The system is almost like it's got to be foolproof. But I still sometimes look behind me in my rearview mirror while I'm getting my car washed, and I'm like, oh man, how close is that guy behind me?
Well,
it's like, oh, they know what they're doing.
It is an adventure.
Yeah.
Because you're looking in front, you're looking behind. It's like being a kid again, right? Like you're at an amusement park, like in a fun house.
Yeah.
And if you're at one you've never been at, there's instructions as you're going through. Like when you get to this part, make sure you get your hands on the wheel and wait for the green light, and then put your car back and drive. And like, oh my God, I don't want to screw this up.
It's information overload. It can be overwhelming the first time you do it.
Yeah, it's like sex, though, too. It just is nerve-wracking, too.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast. Here's what's trending with Philly Joe and Vicki.
The Tragically Hip are going to be releasing a live album in honor of the 10th anniversary of their final tour. It's called The Tragically Hip Live, July 22nd to August 20th, 2016. It's not the catchiest title they could have come up with, but there it is.
Not a lot of hook there.
Yeah.
Well, you got to wonder what's left in the catalog, right? I mean, they're featuring some live stuff here from across Canada, which is cool, but
I want to see
there
them
was
live
always,
again.
yeah.
You ever catch yourself?
We did.
Totally,
just going, oh man, what I wouldn't do.
We did have that suggestion. I thought maybe if they went on tour with some other Canadian singers to do a tribute thing, I thought that would be kind of cool. You could take that on the road for one shot.
I wonder if they've ever
4 or 5
thought
singers.
about that. Like that would be a great idea.
Yeah, for sure.
People would go see that if like
I would, just because it's different.
Dallas Green, Hugh Dillon, just to throw a couple names out that could be part of the ensemble of
100%
frontmen.
To hear Dallas Green singing a hip song, he's got such a great voice. That album comes out August 21st. And as you mentioned, each track is from a different live performance on the tour. So, for example, the tracks from the Winnipeg show will be At Transformation, Opiated, and The Last of the Unplugged Gems. On top of that, the CBC is going to be rebroadcasting the final show and live streaming it. That's happening on August 22nd. So if you want to relive it, you got a chance to do it there.
That's cool. Yeah.
Jack Osborne just confirmed that an Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne biopic is, quote, full steam ahead. They're looking to release it in 2028. And it's being written by the same guy who wrote the Elton John biopic, Rocket Man. It'll obviously be about their 43-year marriage, but also Ozzy's career because the two go hand in hand. I was trying to think about casting of who would be, if you're doing it like the age when he passed, like current day, I was thinking like Helena Bonham Carter as Sharon Osbourne and like, I don't know, Gary Oldman as Ozzy.
That'd be good. Well, yeah, both good actors, right? So,
but at the same time, it's going to start with younger versions of them. So they're just going to put on makeup on those younger actors, or how's it going to work?
Well, you brought up the director of Rocket Man. I thought Rocket Man was not very good myself compared to some of them. So I'm hoping for better things with Ozzy.
That's a great question because that's immediately where my mind went is who will play. I think if you're going to do it right, you've got to have different actors for young Ozzy and old Ozzy. And probably the same for Sharon. Do movies generally don't do that, though, do they?
I feel like nowadays they just age up the actors, and you have to remember also Sharon had a totally different look when they first met.
That's right. Or do you just focus on one part of their life?
It says it's going to span their whole marriage, so hard to say. I mean, it's still early in the process, so they might narrow it down like some biopics have done. We'll see.
All right. We'll look forward to that. Thanks, Vicki. That's Scrollin.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
They say justice will always prevail. That's why so many people are excited to hear the details of Vicki in court, fighting a parking ticket, fighting for the little guy, really.
Speeding ticket.
What did I say?
Parking ticket.
Speeding ticket, yeah.
Just want to put it all into focus.
Gotta have the facts.
Did you have the theme? Did you bring like your music box to play the theme when you went up to see the...
Should have.
Magistrate?
The magistrate.
Yeah.
No,
There's like a calmness to this.
How many people were in the waiting room when you were there?
A good amount.
Yeah.
That waiting room is like the Wild West. You don't know when your turn is. And you're just kind of like, I guess I came before that guy.
It's not like the old school butcher shop where you pull a number.
No, it should be. I think they do it to kind of throw you off.
For sure.
Yeah.
Really?
They've been trying to throw you off from the get-go, sending you all the facts that they have and all the evidence they have.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been trying to get in your head, Vicki.
And it kind of worked.
Yeah.
In a way. Okay, I'm going to start off by saying the good news is I got a reduction.
Which is usually the case now.
Okay,
good.
The bad news is I kind of botched my approach. I got a little... I buckled under the stress of traffic court. It was probably the waiting room. I'm going to blame it on that.
Well, you would be nervous. You're not a lawyer.
I don't know what the process is, and they've changed it around so many times. So I'm in the waiting room. Again, I don't know when my turn is, so just kind of trying to feel it out. You go into it, and there's a woman at the desk, but there was an audience of, I guess, like law students in the room.
What?
Which I did not expect because I've done this once before many years ago, and you just go in and there's a judge and you plead your case and they make a decision.
An audience?
I didn't expect a crowd.
This is like the people's court.
You're like in a real courtroom. Like the last time it happened to me, there was like 4 or 5 people set up and you walk up to this line like you're at a bank and you tell them your case.
So I'm thrown off. And so I'm not even like sitting down, putting my purse down. And she's like, okay, what do you want to do here? And do you want... I guess to fight it, or do you want a deduction? Yeah. And I guess I thought the process was you say what happened and they make the decision. I guess I chickened out and I said, well, I guess a deduction, but I have an explanation.
Oh, you threw too many cards on the table right off the hop.
Sometimes when I'm in an uncomfortable position, I just kind of panic because I want to get out of it.
Did it kind of throw you off when you have like these students there and they're learning and all of a sudden the person says, okay, now it's time for the the province versus Vicki Shea LaFleur.
Yeah.
Like, right? Mm-hmm. And then the judge is there. Okay, Your Honor, it's time. Did that throw you off?
Yeah, it probably did. And so this is a cautionary tale, just so people know what to expect. So, and then she brings up my old tickets because you know me, I'm a recovering.
The history.
They have the old
my
tickets.
History.
The judge brings this up.
Well, I think who I was seeing was The Crown.
Yeah.
And so she kind of uses that to negotiate how much she's going to knock off the ticket. So anyways, it went from $391 to $260, which is not a great deduction.
But how many tickets previous did they bring up? How long was that segment?
Vicky's like, no comment.
She didn't go into numbers, but she's like...
We ran out of time?
We ran out of time. So an hour later, but then so she's like, okay, 260. And I was like, because I don't know, am I allowed to negotiate?
Sure, you should have kept going.
I guess so.
So you settled
she's
on
like,
it.
go back to the waiting room. And I'm sitting there, and you know when you're just like, what just happened in there? What did I just do? And then I was like, can I change my mind? Can I walk back in there and be like, actually, I don't know if that's a rule.
Interrupt the person who's like, there's another person who's arguing their case. Can I interrupt?
I would have to assume when they sent you out of the room like a parent, that maybe your day was over in court.
I think so. But then, so what they do is they send everybody back into the waiting room. And then they bring you all back into the courtroom, and that's when the judge comes in. So anyways, we're there with the law students. It's a full room. Like, there's barely a seat left.
You were part of a mock trial.
Yeah, there was actually a trial. It was a guy had hired a lawyer to fight his ticket, and the police officer. Yeah, I should have gone with him.
Yeah.
So the police officer was there to fight it, and the lawyer actually won. So anyway, it's my turn to get up there. And as I'm sitting there when the other trial's going on, I was like, can I this actually might have been my movie moment where I go up there and say, Judge, I'd actually like to change my decision. I'm going to trial. Because the judge asks you to confirm, so you came to a deal with this person over here? And I just kind of got nervous and scared, and I don't know.
I don't blame you.
I just walked away. And you know what? The judge seemed like a nice lady. So I probably could have won her over.
Well, we'll wait for the movie My Cousin Vicki.
Good. Congratulations.
260. Yay.
This is the new Weight Watchers, built for real life and real results, no matter what mode you're in. Maddie went all in for her big day and lost 33 pounds. Emily lost 85 pounds and hit her goal while still living her life.
Weight Watchers gave me the tools and I feel amazing.
Join the millions of members and lose weight with the #1 doctor-recommended weight loss program. Lose more at WeightWatchers.com.
At 6 months, participants in a clinical trial of Weight Watchers program lost an average of 12 pounds.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ&V into more ears.
Throwdown Thursday.
Piles of reaction on the text line to Vicky's botched day in court. Well, no, that's too strong. To Vicky's day in court, she did get a reduction. We'll get into those text messages after 7:30.
I hope people learn from my experience.
And that's the best part about it.
Yeah.
You pay for an education. This one cost you $261, but you're passing it along for free.
I probably could have negotiated it down to $260 at least, but if I had the guts.
How much was the parking?
I had to renew it a few times. It was longer than I expected. Probably about $4. Oh,
okay.
Thanks a lot, Joe. I didn't even think of that.
And gas. Don't worry about it.
Joe, she feels bad enough already.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you next time.
Okay, Throwdown Thursday, and this is a unique throwdown today because it came in from one of our listeners on the Boston Pizza text line, Vicki.
The Butcher 9000, and I think people are going to relate to this one, especially couples. Would you rather, so it's between these two choices. Would you rather drive to the grocery store and do all the shopping and drive home? Or second option, stay home, but you have to take everything out of the vehicle and put everything away?
I'm going with put it away. That's already the situation in our house. My wife will show up with the groceries, and I can't just lay there like a sack. I got to get up. Like, I just feel bad if I don't get up and help. So I wouldn't trust myself to not forget groceries once I'm there and know where everything is.
It's a bit higher stakes, maybe, of the two of them.
Yeah. So I'll help. I'll do the putting away part rather than the go buy all the groceries.
Okay. Joe?
Yeah, I do the same thing at home now, but I think it's the easier part because you're not dealing with traffic. You're not dealing with lineups. You're just taking the job that's already done, and you're the closer.
Yeah.
You're pitching that. You're in the 9th inning. Boom. That's it.
Important part of the process.
Yes. The only screw up for me is there might be a few items misplaced that I would put them in exactly the place that Christy would like them.
And the freezer gets disorganized looking when I have to load it, right?
Yeah. I think, oh, for sure. I'm just moving stuff around. Like, how did this end up moved over like this, like turned over and everything? But I think that's easier, the two jobs.
Yeah, for sure. I would probably tend to agree. I kind of like putting away groceries. I remember when I was a kid, my dad would go grocery shopping, and I would help because I wanted to see like if he got any good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get kind of first dibs on what's available.
You run to the door when groceries show up. Oh, what's in here? Yeah.
They thought I was a good kid. I was just like excited to see if he got those jumbo muffins from Costco. But I just like to make sure that everything's there and put away properly. Although, if given the choice between the two, if it's me or Matt, I might have to take the grocery shopping just to make sure, because I do the majority of the cooking. So I want to make sure the right stuff's getting there.
I also
Quality
believe
control.
Christy's a better shopper than I am as far as the deals.
Yeah.
I would spend more than she would shopping, so we save money that way.
I think that would be the same situation in our house.
I don't think, Vicki, I know.
Totally.
We learned one thing about you. You know how to find the deals.
I've got the Flip app. I'm bulking, getting all the stuff when it's on sale.
Envelope full of coupons. Throwdown, that'll be on our socials or weigh in on the text line 762-555.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
There was no, like, Vicki, when you were fighting your ticket yesterday, and, there was more of a process than you imagined as far as, like law students and an audience. Was there, and did you get to watch other people defending themselves, or was it just you and then you had to go in the waiting room?
I did. They called me up pretty early, so I didn't see much. I saw one guy just kind of admit guilt and, you made this agreement to pay it, and yes, and then he left. But I did see that one trial between the lawyer and the police
So you
officer.
watched that?
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool to be here for it. But then it was a little boring, too, and a little drawn out, so.
There wasn't, so did they get a better deal? Like, did
the lawyer won. They proved the cop wrong. I actually was in the elevator with that lawyer on my way out, and I came so close to asking him, like, can I just tell you my situation and ask, like, how you would have done? But I didn't.
Lawyers love that when you ask for the free advice.
I was going to say, I'd probably have to pay him, slip him, I don't know, $50.
50. Yeah. That would cover probably the first 10 minutes.
It's like seeing a doctor at a party and asking about your sore neck.
Totally, yes. Yeah. I thought better of it.
When it comes to demerits, probably that's where, because I was thinking, well, is that even worth it, paying a lawyer to get you off?
Yeah.
But if you're saving a bunch of demerits for something, it might be worth it,
well,
right?
because it was from like a radar vehicle.
There's no demerits on the line.
There's no demerits, so yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've used those ticket specialist people. There's a few different ones out there.
Yeah.
And I mean, they help to save you demerits. That's what I needed it for.
Yeah.
And I got a reduction in my ticket. But there's a cost, right? You pay. So
you got to figure out if it's worth it.
But they know because most of these guys were probably retired police from that end too, right? So.
Yeah.
Was there an opportunity for character witnesses? Because Joe and I, we told you from the get-go.
We were there for you.
We would have been there for you. We could have talked about how careful you seem to drive. Joe's behind you in traffic almost every day. Who better? The man's got
I'll tell you right now,
a great reputation in this city. You should have brought him with you.
Thank you, Phil. But I'll tell you, if I had to testify and I had to put my hand on
Under
that
oath?
Bible under oath, I couldn't lie. She's terrifying. Terrifying.
Does she drive fast?
I'm telling you.
Okay, she does.
Yeah, that's why I didn't call him, and I know what he says
One
about
day
me.
she's going to come into work, and I'm going to have her car labeled up like it's an F1.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
2,000 men were surveyed asking about what they've done to impress a woman that they've invited to their house for a date. So 20% of men that took this survey said they've done this to impress a woman they have invited to their home for a date. What have they done?
Leave free weights lying around in the living room.
I'm not going to say if that's right or wrong.
Works every time. 780 City. Let's get right at it here. Burt Block Party tickets. Good morning. Do you have a guess?
How about giving the toilet a really good cleaning?
That's a great answer. Should happen. But no, that's not it.
Not that important.
That's not the ring she was looking for. The bathroom ring. The toilet
Make sure
ring.
the plunger is like in within eye shot of the toilet. Hi, City.
Let's go with Vicki Lafleur.
Cook a meal.
No. That number might be higher.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What's the percentage?
20% of men have done this to
20%,
impress a woman they've invited to their home for a date. Date.
Bert, block party tickets on the line. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. How about pull out a family picture, like a picture of their mom or something?
Put that up on the
I
end
was
table,
thinking
eh?
that too.
No, that's a great answer. Mama's boy.
Yeah.
Do you fall for that?
No, I don't want. I want them to like their mom and be respectful, but sometimes it's a little much.
Right. No shrine when you walk in.
She can't be sitting there ready to meet you either.
Yeah.
Not that aura frame just flipping pictures of mom and no one else.
Hello, City.
I get Philly.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Phil? 20%. Take it back to your Casanova days. 20% of men have done this to impress a woman that they've invited to their home.
Put out some old accomplishments like certificates, trophies.
Oh, here,
medals.
just put your drink down next to my gold medal.
My ribbon from track and field in grade 6.
No.
No. Here, just put your drink on top of my blue participation ribbon. I didn't finish, but I did participate.
Just scatter them all over the house. 780 City. Go ahead with your guess for Burt Block Party.
Good morning. It's Poor Boy 3 today.
Morning.
Poor Boy, PB3.
PB3.
Okay.
You got guess for us?
You know what? I think I'm going to have to go with, like, scented things, candles. They set out like a scentsy or something.
PB3.
Was that it?
20% of men will put out and light a scented candle to
Yeah.
impress a woman
That's
on
crucial.
the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good move.
I
It's a
thought
good move,
20% was low, though.
Me too.
Yeah.
I thought that was an easy one.
Having the place smell good is like step one.
I mean, you do have to be careful that you don't burn your grade 6,
Participation
ribbon or certificate. But
what in grade 6? Yeah, PB.
We play the game for the love of the game. We love answering these questions, but I'm already going to the Bert. I was wondering if I could pass the prize off to the next person calling it.
Look at that, PB3.
Very nice of you. Very nice of you.
Poor boys.
We'll pass that along for you. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. No, thank you, guys.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
I have a question for you guys because it came up in a group chat with my buddies about this time of year. Like I deal with allergies, so you end up going to a pharmacist or something and you're talking about different stuff to take because there's so many different things out there now, Claritin, Reactin, all that stuff. Phil, you deal with a pharmacist quite often.
I love my pharmacist. We chat all the time. I don't know if he wants to talk to me, but I love asking him questions.
So there's 8 of us in this group chat. 2 guys have said they've done this, and I said, wow, I got to bring this up because tipping has become a problem for a lot of people, right? Because of different industries. And 2 of them said they've actually tipped their pharmacist.
Oh.
Never.
I've
Why?
never done it. Yeah, just for the advice and got them on the right track with different things because I guess in one case, one of the buddies was saying basically he couldn't get in to see his doctor and he got help from a pharmacist and it turned him around. So he said, I want to do something a little nice for him. So I tipped him. Tip on a pharmacist. I don't even, when I've talked to my pharmacist, there's been like a big, what are you doing? Like throwing the money bag over like we were joking around. And then another buddy said, yeah, I've done that before. And I said, come on. A pharmacist.
I think
Have you ever heard of it before?
I've never.
Me either.
I've never even heard of that. And I think that would make things awkward between me and Eric, my pharmacist over at Shoppers.
Guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
They already make pretty good money as a pharmacist.
Really
I could
good.
see, if they're doing a special favor like getting you into a doctor, I could see like saying, hey, here's a Tim's gift card or something like
That's
that,
a
just
tip.
as an appreciation. Yeah, I guess so.
Would you ever do something like that, Phil, for Eric?
No. Well, maybe.
So it doesn't have to be
because
cash.
I feel like that's out of the
A
realm
gift.
of what a pharmacist would usually do.
Maybe
so
something
I
at
can kind of
Christmas.
see it like that.
Maybe like a bottle at Christmas, but
Really?
not a.
Maybe getting an appointment for your flu shot or getting a parent in for a flu shot. So a buddy of mine gave his, like, I think it was Starbucks in this case, but that's still a tip.
Yeah, I would be more because there's no tip prompt, obviously.
No.
So you're throwing a $5 down, or you're. Yeah, I don't know. It would have to be something like gift card related.
Yeah, but you've never done that.
I've never even dawned on
Yeah.
me to tip my pharmacist.
I'm actually surprised that they would accept it. It almost seems like something they'd be like, no, I can't accept that. But I guess that's not the case here.
No.
They took it willingly.
Yeah, I wonder how they'd react.
Somebody here said, I tried tipping the pharmacist, and they would not accept it in one
Okay,
case.
yeah.
I
One
like
actually said, what? Do you know what a pharmacist makes? So
I like tipping my doctor, my GP. Just throw, hey, here's $10.
But not a pharmacist.
Don't spend that all in one place, okay, Doc?
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Look for Joe front row at Rockin' Thunder in his favorite sports coat.
You got it. I've got my suit picked out, actually, Phil. Sorry to correct you. It's not going to be a sport coat.
Very nice.
Haven't picked out the tie yet.
He likes
I
wearing
think no
suits.
tie. Like, keep it loose
You
with
want me
like a
just
button
more-
undone.
more
yeah.
casual?
Yeah.
Go, Vicki. Go
It's not
full
the way I
suit.
like to go to a
full
rock show, but so wear the suit, but no tie. Okay. All right.
As long as you have a coat on, and I hope it's like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
A sports coat.
I swear.
He's helping all the stage divers move it along.
I'm
yeah.
telling you, I might do it just to make you laugh. But it happened to me with a bunch of guys. We were in Las Vegas a few years ago to catch a football game. And one of the guys comes out of the hotel. He'd been up all night. He's wearing the same suit that he had on the plane that he flew in. He's a lawyer, right? This guy's wearing a suit to the football game. Like, he wasn't hard to find with 55,000 people in attendance.
No kidding. But you know what? He could probably walk through any door with purpose
Yeah.
and get in. So maybe, you
Looks
know,
like
he's
the
the
owner.
smart one. Yeah.
The
Oh,
owner
man.
or a player agent.
I did hit the randomizer, guys, manually for this one because we'll give away more tickets throughout the day when you hear a 3 Days Grace or Motley Crue song. Carrie's our winner, getting a pair of tickets to check out the show with us.
Is that Kerri, Carrie, or CA? Like, are we looking at?
It's Kari, actually.
Okay.
Kari, maybe.
Kari, could be Kari. Yeah, sorry. The randomizer doesn't give me.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten the upgrade on the randomizer. This one, budget cuts and everything.
Yeah,
This
it's
one
tough.
just seems to do the trick. It
Yeah.
spits out the names, and we call them out. So anyway.
We'll see you, Kari, at the show. Joe will be in a suit. I'm thinking of going cape. We talked about capes.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
going to be too hot.
Where do you-
Outdoor show.
July 4th, I can't be wearing a cape. A suit might be
No,
hard enough.
I'll wear the cape.
Oh, you're going to wear the cape?
You wear the suit.
Good. And Vicki, you probably don't want to be anywhere near us.
That's right. Yeah.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ&V into more ears. Here's what we learned today with Philly Joe and Vicki.
The Edmonton Oilers have fired Chris Knobloch. That came in breaking news this morning, following the lead of the Leafs, who fired their coach, Mr. Berube, yesterday. The Knobloch firing will not get as much attention from the sports networks here in this country as the Berube firing, because one is the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they've been talking about it for 24 straight hours.
Sort of like Vicki Lafleur about the matchup tonight with the Habs
Oh, boy.
and Buffalo. 141 hours officially you've been a Montreal Canadiens
My stomach's
fan.
been in knots all day
Yep.
because of it.
Well,
Just
you're
the
loyal.
anticipation, but
You're
I have a
loyal.
good feeling about
You're
it.
passionate. Remember, your superstition is you don't watch the game.
No.
Don't put it on by accident.
Yeah,
Nothing.
last game I put it on for a second by accident and they lost, so I'm
Really
staying away.
Screwed that up. Okay,
Yeah.
do not watch it tonight. Vicky had her day in court.
Yeah, gotta.
Would you say it didn't go as planned?
No, I think I didn't quite. I got thrown off by the process. It was a little more complicated than I thought. Did get a reduction in the tickets, so a little win there. But if I could do a redo, I would have done things differently. And it's a lesson for next time, because there probably will be a next time.
Yeah. Yeah, there probably will be. They looked back into your history, apparently.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they were all over you like stink on a monkey.
But my last ticket was 2024, so I had done pretty well. I'm trying my best to, not speed so much.
Do you think it was a sign when the Crown called you Ticky Vicky because you had so many tickets?
So you were in the courtroom.
I had to come. I wanted to be your cheerleader. Then I said, loser. I'm not cheering for you.
Joe doesn't hang out with losers.
Yeah.
This, according to Joe Aiello, very early this morning, car washes are like sex.
Yeah. It seems like the buildup is while you're waiting in line, and then it just takes you a few minutes, and you come out there smiling.
Well, there's lots happening in there, too, right? You got the sign saying slow down. You got to get it out of neutral into drive. You got to know when to pull out of there.
Some brain overload going on.
And you got to dry off afterwards.
That's true. 2,000 men were surveyed, and 20% say they've put candles on to impress a woman when they're coming over for a date.
Usually a scented candle.
Yeah.
It says if you want a little pro tip, apparently.
It's a great move. I think that's a wonderful
You have
move.
to,
Yeah.
especially if you're a dude living on his own. Like, you know what I mean? You got to make the house. Put on a candle that smells like fresh baked bread or,
Oh, yeah.
cookies
Vanilla.
or bread.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sets the mood, too.
Mm-hmm. Joe has friends who tip their pharmacist. That was a stunning, I've never heard that before.
By tip, it wasn't cash. It was a gift card. I had one of my buddies send me a note about that. So
The pharmacist went above and beyond for them. So they thought.
And then one person said, how about your banking and financial advisors?
The Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicki, lock it into 92.1 City, weekday morning 6 to 10.
You're on a GLP-1, but now you're wondering, how do I manage my side effects? What do I eat to stay strong? Because reaching your weight loss goals can take more than meds. That's where Weight Watchers Med Plus comes in. Get access to trusted experts, food plans that work with your body, and habit coaching to keep you on track. Plus access to GLP-1 medication. Get started at WeightWatchers.com. All medical services are provided through our affiliated medical group, Weight Watchers Clinic. Medications require eligibility and prescription. Individual results may vary. See site for more details.